how you feel when you see people? I think it was Khia, the singer girl from back in the day, right? She was saying she was talking some shit about you and your girl both having an OnlyFans. How you feel about that opinion?
The opinion of somebody who I don't know, who I've never seen, who is so irrelevant, who their words mean absolutely nothing in this culture. That means absolutely nothing to me.
Right.
Like from where I came from, when there was one point in time where I had the entire world, the entire industry was against me, something like that. That's just as relevant as somebody who has a fake bot account on Instagram coming to leave me a comment saying some hateful dumb shit.
Right.
And it's just a random egg on Twitter. So like
Yeah.
that's like a random on Twitter talking about me.
Right, because it feels like you read so many comments. Because I'm in the same boat where my girlfriend has an OnlyFans, but you read so many comments from people who just seem to
Your girl has
believe. Oh yeah, my girl's actually one of the bigger girls on OnlyFans. I forget if she's in the top 50 or top 100 or something.
that's what's up. What's her name?
Lena the Plug. Shout out Lena the Plug.
Shout out to Linda the Plug. I'm gonna look her up.
All right, nice. But it's like I get a lot of comments from people who seem like they are sort of like projecting their attitude onto me in the sense like they think that I
Their
should.
morals.
Right, I should feel the way that they feel. When in reality, it's like I just don't. Like I'm just not bothered in the way that a lot of people seem like they think they should be, and it's kind of hard to even like understand when you're reading those comments because you're just like, I just have no reason to be arguing with somebody who thinks that they have an understanding of what my life is like or how I should feel about things. How do you feel when you're reading those comments?
Let me tell you how I like evaluate stuff like that, right? And I'm not cocky, I'm not arrogant, and it's not me thinking that I'm better than people, but I just think I'm better than them. But if I don't know you and you're taking the time to tell me your feeling and your insight on something that's making you so mad about something that I'm doing and I'm not even thinking about you while I'm doing it, that means that you are not on my level in no shape or form, and I should not be listening to anything you're saying.
Mm.
Unless it's somebody who's really up here in the stratosphere, and I'm like, damn, that person got that to say about me. I'm not gonna like listen to or let it bother me that somebody who I have no idea who they are is coming to tell me their opinion, especially when I'm the one who's really benefiting off of this shit.
Right. Yeah, it's pretty crazy the numbers that you were throwing around, saying that you fucking made what, like 100,000 plus in your first couple weeks on there.
Yo, let me tell you something. I've been in the music business. I'm in the TV business, and the money that this shit makes, not having to leave my house, and the only sweat that I break is in the gym, is unbelievable. Like I just can't believe it. Like sometimes like when I look at this shit, I just can't believe it. I still can't believe it.
Yeah, that's fucking nuts. Hey,
It's really unbelievable.
do you okay, so rewind to back when you first had the naked pictures leak on the internet though. Was there a bit of you that was like, God, this is like embarrassing. I didn't want this stuff on the internet, or were you always kind of somebody who could take that sort of thing in stride?
You want to know what? The feedback, that's so crazy. My wife just asked me that the other day. But the feedback on my meat leaking, it was so it was so crazy right away. I didn't have any time to be embarrassed. Like all the girls, everybody was going so crazy. Every club was booking me. It was like I was like, I didn't have time to be embarrassed. Like that shit was crazy. Like I was booked Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for freaking months off of that shit.
Yeah, I mean it was pretty weird like going back and looking at all the memes and all the posts from that time. I'm like clicking on random like talk show clips and it's just a bunch of random girls just talking about Safaree's meat and I'm just like how do you become a meme for having a huge dick? That's like a weird that's a weird position to find yourself in.
I should have, man. I should. And you want to know what's so crazy? And people think I did it on purpose, but like that really wasn't done on purpose.
Mm.
I'm not. Let me tell you, like how it happened. I was talking to somebody, but the person was catfishing me, and I
Mm.
got caught, and they leaked the shit.
Wow, that's crazy, man. That's why you need to be in a relationship, huh? You can't even be talking to girls online. They'll
Oh,
just
let
catfish
me
you.
tell you something. Let me tell you what being in a relationship does. It just it gives you so much structure.
Mm-hmm.
It just adds so much structure to everything in your life because I don't have to text and talk to so many different personalities. I don't gotta call so many different Ubers. I don't gotta do so many different flights. It's just it's just a lot more calm and just easier when it's just one person to deal with.
Yeah, it's like I always think about that. Like I feel like it would be so hard for me to work as hard as I'm working right now if I was still in the place that I used to be in my life. We're having to think about all this different bullshit, text so many different people, like worry about flying girls, all that. It's crazy. Like it really when you're really wrapped up in it as a dude and you're sort of on this race of just getting pussy all the time, it feels like it's like such a normal thing to do. But then once you really like take a step back in your relationship, you're like, holy fuck, like this is being a sane, normal human being.
Yeah, because after you freaking nut, you'll just look at the girl and be like, all right, man, I really want you to leave. I don't want you to sit here and act like I want to hug and cuddle and talk. I want you to leave right now. Like
Right.
right away, I just need you to leave. So it's like it's good that I get to like, you know what I'm saying? Not have to deal with that.
And I mean, if they sleep over, all of a sudden you're farting in front of them, and that's just fucking weird. And like,
And, yo, like with that, is no bowel movements allowed anywhere near me. I don't even want to know that you use the bathroom in any way, shape, or form.
oh wow, that's interesting.
That
Yeah. I remember there was a Cameron skit back in the day where he was basically like, that was the joke, was like a girl came in after she just took a shit and she laid down on Cameron's bed, and he was basically like, get the fuck out of here. I don't want you on my bed just after you took a shower, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I've been in a relationship long enough that anything shit related don't really make too much of a dent in my consciousness, to be honest.
how long you was with your girl for?
4 years.
Oh, 4 years. Yeah, that's some time. I ain't gonna lie, it was like that. I don't be doing that. I don't want to know you. Like me and my wife, we have two separate bathrooms.
Oh wow.
She has her bathroom. I have mine.
See, that's interesting. Me and my girl on totally different sides of the fucking spectrum. We're taking shits in front of each other and stuff. We just have completely let all of our boundaries down.
Nah, because at the end of the day, my woman was a fantasy before I got with her. And
Mm.
ain't nobody, we ain't gonna ever get that comfortable to be like, nah, ain't gonna be no, you ain't gonna be doing that in front of me because you were a fantasy before and it's gonna stay that way.
I respect that. What about like makeup and shit though? Some girls like don't even like being around their dude unless they got the full makeup done. Is there any kind of that element?
You wanna know what? That's one of the things that kind of made me lock down with her seriously because when me and her did a TV show where we had to live together for 2 weeks,
Right.
first day we slept there, when we woke up the next morning, when she walked out of the room, I was in the kitchen, we was eating. She was like one of the last people to wake up. And when she walked out and she had just woke up, she didn't have no makeup on. And I was like, oh shit. Like, she was beautiful. I said, yo, I cannot believe that's how you look with no makeup on. Because I've been with girls that lay down on my chest and then when they get up, their eyebrow is on my shoulder and shit.
Yeah.
Trash.
I remember being in high school the first time I had that realization. I gave a girl a hug, and then she pulled away, and it looked like I had one of those T-shirts on with a big skull on it.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. No, we don't do all that.
A lot of girls are hip to it though. Now, when they go to hug you, they give you the full, like they turn their whole head away from you because they know exactly what's gonna happen.
Then what's gonna happen when you want to be something for real? It's like, damn, you tricked me with all of this makeup. I
Mm.
remember I talked to this girl. I was like, yo, she used to wear so much makeup. You know, I wouldn't say talk to her. Saw her a couple times, and she used
Mm.
to have so much makeup. I used to be like, yo, like, what are you gonna do when it's time to settle down? Because I know you look different without the makeup.
Right, yeah, and they're so insecure about it sometimes. Like I dated a girl who was like a makeup YouTube girl, basically, where she made videos about makeup. And the first time that I saw her come to bed without the makeup on, I was just like, holy shit. Like,
Yo, that happened to me too one time. Oh my, yo, I had this joint and yo, she went, boom, cleaned up, and when she walked in the room, yo, the you could hear a pin drop. And I just was like, oh my, I said, nah, that is so misleading.
Yeah, and you sympathize with it because they're sort of doing the same thing that everybody else is doing. But and I feel for the dudes too, though, because like as a young man, I didn't necessarily know what I was dealing with. Once you've been in the game for a while, you start to realize. And young dudes get fooled by everything because it's the angles on Instagram, it's the fucking apps that they use to Facetune everything, it's the surgery, it's the makeup, it's everything that might sort of lead you to be dealing with somebody that you didn't necessarily know you were about to be dealing with.
I swear, like these dudes in their young 20s, their early 20s, I wish I could like just talk to all of them and just really just like put them on the game just about, because they just be so excited and they just be making the wrong moves.
Right. Another classic interview in the books. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and head on over to nojumper.com to support. Appreciate y'all.